Ready. Play.
Backhand return from Coco. It's a really good serve, but Coco did really well to get something on that. Now she's on the forehand. Keep her on the forehand, Boisson. Keep her on the forehand. Go cross court. That's right. Keep Coco on the forehand. Coco defends well, but that's not a very good backhand from Boisson. As soon as the backhand was required, it didn't live up to the task. And it's 15-40, 2 match points for Coco Gauff for a place in this year's French Open final, where she would face Aryna Sabalenka if she can convert one of these 2 break points. Sabalenka obviously having won earlier on today in 3 sets over Iga Swiatek. Boisson here, 1 hour, 9 minutes on the clock. She's just composing herself, taps on the shoe. She bounces the ball. Can she save one of these match points? She goes into the forehand of Coco quite predictably. Coco's short ball there. Coco on the backhand. That's really good accuracy from the American. Now it's Coco on the forehand, forcing her opponent back. Coco now on the attack. Remains on the baseline though, but Boisson defending well. Now it's Boisson on the forehand. Over to the forehand of Coco. Boisson on the forehand. Has she gone long there? She has, long and wide. And Coco Gauff screams to the heavens. Those heavens opened earlier on today, which meant we were behind or under the roof here on Philippe Chatrier. Coco Gauff wins 6-1, 6-2. She's into her second ever French Open final. The previous one, she ran into the train known as Iga Swiatek Express. But this time, it'll be the locomotive that is Aryna Sabalenka, who she'll face in the final. I'll be speaking to Steve Flink about the Coco Gauff Aryna Sabalenka matchup and the final to come on Saturday. Be speaking to him in a couple of hours, delivering you a preview to that final. For now, though, Lois Boisson, her French Open mega miracle, magnificent run in Paris is at an end after a straight sets loss to Coco Gauff, whom she congratulates right now. She waves to the crowd. She receives the plaudits, and so she should. She came into this tournament 361 in the world. She leaves it well inside the top 100. A magnificent fortnight for the French woman. But the journey for Coco Gauff is not yet at an end. Let's have a look at some of the stats from today. Total points won, Coco Gauff, 57 to the 33 of Boisson. Also, I'm going to share a few tweets with you as well from what's been going on in reaction to this match, which Coco Gauff has just won, and she's now going to be speaking as well on court.
You played some unbelievable tennis.
Yeah, unbelievable tennis.
You had a huge start of the game. Was it a plan to start pretty strong today?
You had a really strong start.
I knew it was important today. Lois is obviously an incredible player, and for her to have the tournament that she had, she definitely proved she's one of the best players in the world, especially on clay, and I'm sure we'll have many more battles in the future, hopefully here. And yeah, so I know you guys wanted her to win. I wanted to win as well, but yeah, congratulations to her for an incredible tournament. And yeah, today just happened to be my day.
Just happened to be my day today, says Coco. Indeed, it did. Here's Chris Clary sharing his words of wisdom, which are Coco Gauff just too solid for the French wildcard, Lois Boisson. She never really got into the match, did she, the French woman? Which meant the crowd remained largely quiet. Very different to that match, obviously, that Lois had in the previous round with Mira Andreeva, where she had something to get into and really rallied the crowd up and helped her get over the line against the Russian Mira. Gauff wins 6-1, 6-2 in a lopsided semi-final Roland Garros, but what a fabulous run for Boisson in her first major and only second tour event. And what a final we have on the horizon with number 2 seeded Coco Gauff and number 2 in the world facing up against Aryna Sabalenka, who of course is the world number 1, with both of them chasing their first French Open title. I see a teary-eyed Coco Gauff right now, a little teary-eyed or emotional, let's say. Maybe that's a bit of an exaggeration to say teary-eyed.
And I know you guys would usually root for me if I'm not playing with French, so I love you guys still.
Still love you, despite obviously rooting for my opponent today. Yeah. All right, I will have a look at the stats as well before we bring this to a close one more time. Obviously, disappointment for the French woman. They're going down in straight sets to Coco, but what a run. I do think physically she may well have been feeling it a little bit today as well at times, as you can see from that pained expression on her face. I think the epic wins she had, obviously the 3-set win she had in the 4th round, followed by the quarterfinal that she had with Mira Andreeva, which although it was straight sets, it was still an epic straight sets. I mean, 7-6, 6-3, I think that was. But then she came through 3-set battles in the previous rounds, of course, against Pegula, winning that 3rd set 6-4. And then also the Jacquemont match where she was already struggling physically in the 2nd set before gathering herself. She lost that 2nd set 6-love, by the way, to Jacquemont before recovering to win 7-5. Beating Kalonina and Mertens as well. Who can forget? Well, actually, I had forgotten that she'd beaten Mertens in round 1. A hell of a run from the French woman there, as you can see on the screen, including that win over Mertens. That Mertens loss from the Belgium's perspective has aged pretty well. But it is Coco Gauff who is into her 2nd French Open final. Maybe it's a relief for her for not playing Coco, but I don't think it's a relief for Coco not to play Iga. Maybe, but she's turned that rivalry around a little bit already anyway. She is going to be playing Sabalenka. And that head-to-head, by the way, is an interesting one. And it is one that is 5 each, by the way. How about that? So there's a lot on the table in that match, which I'll be previewing with Steve Flink shortly. We'll be putting a video out in a few hours for that. But yeah, a lot on the table. Obviously, the winner of this will take the lead in the head-to-head. But of course, more significantly than that, the winner of this particular encounter will win their first ever French Open title. And the first one that isn't Iga Swiatek in 4 years. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Look forward to seeing you all again soon. We'll have both men's semi-finals for you tomorrow. In the meantime, you know the... If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis.